Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Week 20 video reflection. Everything that was January 20th through January 24th here at Omaha Valley High School in room 110. We'll start off with biology. We are getting deep into genetics here with Unit 6. It is our unit that coincides with KU and the National Science Foundation's research grant over social media and scientific argumentation. We knocked out the argumentation part the very first week of the unit, and it went pretty well. Lots of new vocabulary for the students, a new graphic organizer, if you will, that kind of took a systematic approach to breaking down something scientific, some type of claim with evidence that somebody wanted you to believe in, or to honor, to respect. And we basically examined its validity, its credibility, and we established whether we accepted, rejected, or withheld judgment on the claim. Really interesting process. You could check back through our Twitter feed using hashtag NVBio if you want to kind of examine a little bit of the conversation that took place regarding that graphic organizer and the entire process of scientific argumentation. But it went pretty well, and that's kind of what we spent the first week doing here with our unit over meiosis and genetics, was kind of setting the foundation for that scientific argumentation process. And our students did a good job, did a pretty good job. We walked through one in class and then assigned one as homework. And very, very proud of the way they approached that collectively as a whole. After we got done with that, we moved on into what we call the baby lab. Genetics is the study of passing on traits from parent to offspring. So what better way to simulate the passing of traits from parent to offspring than to go ahead and on paper generate our own offspring inside of this classroom. Ask your students about who their spouse may be. Okay, who's going to provide the other half of all the genetic information in order to make offspring. But the students are pretty engaged in this lab so far. It's going to go through the duration of this unit, and we've got a couple other little mini activities and mini labs that kind of fall underneath it. It's got a lot of work, and there will also be a social media part to this lab as well, as we'll be doing a lot of sharing and some conversation regarding the baby lab in different forms of social media. But for the most part, things are going well so far in this biology unit. Been proud of the attentiveness and the approach that a lot of our students have had. Have we slipped off the wagon every now and then and not done homework like typical? Yes, we've had a little bit of that typical behavior. But for the most part, things are going good. For integrated science, we are wrapping up Unit 5. So we'll be testing this Friday and the following Monday. Okay, 4 lessons in this unit. Lesson 1 dealt with cosmology, general universal information, formation of the universe, the study of the universe, the interaction that's kind of going on between different types of matter and energy within the universe. Lesson 2, we talked about galaxies, galaxy formation, galaxy classification, and galaxy interaction. And then we just wrapped up with Lesson 3 over stars, star formation, stellar evolution, and star death. We didn't do so well on Lesson 3, so we'll take a little more time to kind of review that information over the next couple of class periods, maybe do a little review and a little extra practice. But for the first 2 lessons, we were pretty spot on with. We'll be doing Lesson 4 today. It's kind of a short lesson, just in general talks about universal observation. So the instruments we use, the then and now of universal observation, and just why. Why do we examine the night sky? Class on Wednesday is going to be, Wednesday and Thursday I should say, is going to be full-on review here with Unit 5. We'll spend a lot of class time actually going through a review packet, completing it in class and checking it in class. Kind of slowing things down here. I've got some, I'm stretched in a couple different ways here. So we're kind of slowing down our approach here in integrated science, being a little more deliberate than we were in the first semester. But we're still learning some good stuff, and I think the students have really enjoyed the How the Universe Works series narrated by Mike Rowe that was on Discovery Network a couple of years back. We've been watching those videos inside the classroom, and it does a good job of giving us some basic information. That does it for Week 20. We will be going through the 27th and 31st this week, and I'll talk to you about that in the future. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys later.